Is it ridiculous to want to climb an E8 with an 8-month-old baby? Since becoming a mum, one of the most common questions I get asked is, how has your relationship with bold climbing changed? And I think that Rising Sun was kind of like my first real test. I really didn't know what to expect. So not only does your body change after having a baby, your brain does as well. I feel more empathetic, I'm more forgetful, I'm more tuned into others, obviously especially my daughter. Some of the mums that I know have told me that they can't face trad since they've had a kid. They don't really want to do anything that is remotely risky anymore.
Is that funny?
And again, dads are feeling like, being responsible for another human means that they just want to maximize safety, so they're more inclined to try sport routes and go bouldering and that kind of thing. So I wondered, would I feel more stressful on challenging climbs now? Would I just not be motivated to do anything that was remotely risky? And maybe if I did do anything like that, would it still feel worth it? Rising Sun is an E8 in the Llanberis Pass. It starts up an E5, which I've done previously, and then breaks out onto an arete. To be honest, we chose Rising Sun mostly for practical reasons. It's just 10 minutes from home, it's easy to get to, it's easy to self-belay. So, one of us can just be trying it on a mini traction and then the other could look after Aliette. It has very insecure technical climbing that is not physically super demanding, but really feels like you could slip off. And actually the moves were quite difficult to work out initially. You place some gear and then you have a really long way to go before the climbing eases again. And I think if you were to fall off the last hard move, you would be coming pretty close to the ground. But with a really good belay, I think you'd probably be okay.
Okay, you got me?
I took a bunch of practice falls to build confidence and to help Angus figure out the nuances of the belaying, so when to give a soft catch and then when to give me a harder catch in order to keep me off the ground. This really built confidence for me. We took practice falls to about 1.5 meters below that last hard move, so that was kind of the zone where I was like, I would really not like to fall there. But actually those moves in that spot are really hard and you could fall there if you're not focused. So I hadn't trad climbed for 18 months. I'd only led like one other easy trad route, and in that time obviously I've become a mum and a lot's changed for me. And what I would advise my students or anyone listening to do is not what I did. So I would advise people to build up slowly, maybe like go through the grades, really take the time, and I just didn't do that. So I really didn't know what to expect on Rising Sun. I just really didn't know like how being a mum and having a daughter at the crag would affect my state of mind on lead. To help maximize my chances of being in a good state of mind, I really didn't put any pressure or expectations on myself. I really worked hard to make sure that there wasn't any external pressure or noise kind of making me distracted or causing me to be too stressed. As a pro climber, it's really hard to remove all of that external noise since I am paid to climb at a high level. But I know enough about my climbing and I've built enough self-awareness and I've worked on my mindset and motivations to know why I'm climbing. So I really just had to kind of remind myself that, come back to my reasons for wanting to do the climb. On the day that we did the practice falls, I'd had a really rough night with Aliette the night before, and I thought, I'm just going to the crag to do some practice falls. I'm not going to try to complete the climb. But the conditions were really good, and that's rare at that crag. I had the kind of self-trust and the intuition and the confidence that I could go for it. So I just needed to check in with my stress and nerves beforehand to make sure that I wasn't being over-challenged. And it's really normal for me to get nervous before trad routes like that, but under the nerves I can usually tap into whether, okay, is this excitement? Am I going to feel good when I step onto the rock? Or is my stress response actually going to increase? And in that moment before tying in, I was able to kind of check in and be like, no, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be in the right headspace for this climb.
Forgotten where it all goes now.
So it wasn't just about kind of like optimizing my performance so that I would send, it was also about making the route safe. I was a bit more tired than I wanted to be. I think doing the practice falls had actually tired me out a bit, and I think that I had maybe trained a bit too much the days previously. But when it came to the run out, there's kind of a moment where, like, you know, you're going beyond the point where you've done the practice falls. That moment of commitment where you're like, okay, I know there's no going back, is what I love about hard trad, and it forces you to be present in a way that sport climbing doesn't. It's that kind of experience that I found on Rising Sun. Watch me, love. Jesus. God, I was actually kind of pumped. Woo! Oh, that was cool. Oh man, I really had to like commit because I didn't feel that good. You probably didn't get it at all, did you? Because I was going too fast. I'm a mother, why am I doing this? Gotta like climb the top without biffing it as well. Oh god, I've got too much adrenaline. Got too much adrenaline. The climb reminded me that I'm still the same climber. Like, obviously I've changed a lot, but not so much that I have to kind of really restrict myself or what I get out of climbing. And if you're a parent and you're feeling more scared, it might be because you're now a mum or a dad. But it also might be that you're out of practice, and that's okay. It's okay to kind of break it down and rebuild when you have the time to. And for me, that meant taking practice falls and coming back to what I know about mindset and performance psychology. When recovering or making any big transitions in climbing, the main thing is to meet yourself where you are at right now. I like woke up this morning and I was like, oh, I only need to do 4 practice, don't I? But you gotta strike when the conditions are good, I suppose. Cool, you can lower, yeah. I'll brush it for you, love. Yeah, I crimped the out of this thing. So yeah, in the end, the route really didn't feel silly. I actually just felt really psyched to be able to do this kind of climbing still and be a mum. It was even more special to have Aliette there at the crag, babbling away and having no idea what was going on. The worst part was feeling Angus because he made it look sketchy.
Lost my foot.
Angus!
It just went like right at the end.
It's a really sketchy.
It was good, but I just lost it.
Yeah, it's always scary belaying someone that's heavier than you, even though I was attached to a bag of rocks.
That's good. I felt good on those moves. I did feel scared, but I got less scared. That worked.
Hey everyone, before you go, I just want to let you know that soon we'll be taking a new cohort of students through our online training where I'll walk you through the blueprint that I use to climb routes like Rising Sun, to be in the right headspace, to leverage my psychology and access flow and climb at my best. And if you're interested in that, please click on the link below. We usually sell out pretty fast, so make sure you join the waitlist to learn more and get first access.